The basis of the song is giving people their roses while they hit. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it came from like, Nipsey Hussle doesn't know the love that was shown to him while he was here.
Said it one time, he was like, what's the opposite of hate? And everybody kept saying, like love, and yeah, love. Of course, gotta be love. And he was like, nah, because hate is like an actual feeling. Love isn't a feeling. Love isn't an emotion. Love is an action. The opposite of hate would be like. If either I hate it or I like it. So either I hate you or I like you. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't think love is a...
Well, the way that he explained it, because it's like, if I like you, I show loving acts. Like, you can't say I show liking acts, but you can say I show loving acts. You know what I'm saying? Like, things that I do it out of love.
You can show likable acts.
Yeah, but that's if to someone that's likable. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's someone that's lovable, then you're going to show them loving acts.
See, this is like, we went somewhere I wasn't even about to go. But like, I feel like you should show love at all times. Like, it should be nothing but love. Like,
you can't.
You can try though, but if that's how I feel you should lead life. Like, you should lead with love in everything that you do. You should try to.
You should. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with doing that, but it's like certain times and instances where you'll see that shit just ain't gonna work.
But see, love can be no. Love can be a no. Love doesn't always mean that it's happy-go-lucky and everything is fine and dandy.
Tough love, you know what I'm saying? You
love
can't
is
something, you tell them no because you know that that's not something that they should be doing right now. But it's like, I was going further than that. Like, if you know what I'm saying? Like, even on some world shit, like, you got dictators and shit, and like niggas trying to run shit. This is my country. I'm gonna run it how I want. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna say what I want. And it's like, man, but you fucking these other people over just to do that. You expect them to...
You don't have love.
Yeah, that's what I said. So you can't... Them over there, they not gonna come back to you knowing that you mistreating them, and they gonna come to you with love. They gonna be like, nah, fuck that nigga.
Should determine how you move. Now, that's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are principles I'm speaking. Don't get me wrong. Like, I struggle with these things every day. You know what I'm saying? But my thought process is lead with love.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? Just try to be in a good place
right.
all day. Now, don't get me wrong. I get, you know what I'm saying, mad too if somebody cut me over sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But in that moment, it's like, I recognize it.
Am I going to hold on to the angle, or am I just going to say, fuck it, man, go ahead?
I recognize it. You know what I'm saying? And once I recognize it, put it to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how I want to feel.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? I work on replacing that thought and that emotion with something positive in that moment. But that doesn't say I don't have that feeling initially.
Right.
It's just how you decide how you deal with it.
Yeah, you got to work on it.
I ain't said nothing right there. I said you decide how you deal with it.
Right.
Like, you have that power to decide what you want to do with that emotion that you feel at that moment.
In that moment, right.
You know what I'm saying? And
what I've learned, and one thing that's working for me now, like, cause I used to get, I get mad about shit, argue with motherfuckers, and, go off, be holding that shit in for a while and shit like that. The one thing that I'm doing now, I go to the gym. So I go to the gym and I put, and it's more so, I guess you could say, I put all the stress on my own body because I'm pushing the weights, but like that helps to relieve a lot of stress, and like I just get so physically engulfed in that shit and wrapped up in it, and just like anything that I could think of that just pissing me off, that's what I think about for my, it's like some Bobby Boucher type shit, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm on my water sucks, or it does, or push this shit, you know what I'm saying, fucking the alligators ain't ornery. Yes, they, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, I just do that. So it's like, for some people, if you can find something to put your anger into, you know what I'm saying, and channel that shit in a certain direction, it'll help you to relieve it. And it's not even to say like, you was mad at something at 8 o'clock this morning, hold that shit until 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock at night when you get off work and get to the gym. It's like, yeah, that bitch ass nigga did this shit earlier today. I'm about to push this. Like, nah, if it happened that early, man, fuck that. Let that shit ride, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you can't fix it in the moment, fuck it, let it go. But, like, you know, coming home from work, if I'm riding the metro or if I'm driving, you know what I'm saying, dealing with shit, or like sometimes even at work, like I might deal with some dumb ass shit, people do stupid shit, and I just gotta be like, man, fuck, like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, when I'm at work, I let niggas hit.
You know how you can tell the character of a person, young? How they drive. Like, real talk, like, if you ever, like, just, like, when people, like, cutting you off, like, what type of person is doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, the people who driving all the way up to the front of the line, sitting there, creating more traffic. Like,
impatient.
That means you're selfish. Yeah. You think your time is more valuable than somebody else's time. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of it as well.
I mean,
but that's another thing. I'm starting to recognize it, and now, like, it frustrates me.
Like, traffic it ain't bad. Like, I can, and don't get me wrong, DC is probably one of the worst places to drive in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like DC, New York, Miami, LA. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that big metropolitan inner city, like, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. You got a bunch of cab drivers that's not from here and they don't know how to fuck to drive, and then you got just foreigners that don't have a license. They just hop behind the wheel of whatever the fuck they got, and they just going for it. And you just be like, nigga, what the fuck? Old people driving and shit. Your old ass shouldn't be out. You can't even fucking see. You can't see the next.
Well, that's one thing. Like, old people, like,
they drive how they are.
I mean, I get that, but they should have a lane for themselves. Like, they need their own lane where they can do whatever they want to do. Like, they should have a 55 and over lane.
They need to have fucking hours. If you fucking, once you over 50, you only allowed to drive when the sun is out. Once the sun go down, you can't drive, and you can't drive during rush hour. So that means between the hours of like 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. and the hour 3 to like 8 p.m.
You see what we're doing right now?
What?
We're discriminating.
No, I'm not, because this is the thing.
But see,
this why it's not
I would beg to differ.
Why?
It's out of love that I'm saying this.
I'm saying out of love too.
Because
I love all the old people. I plan on being old and grumpy myself.
Exactly,
one day.
and I should have a lane for myself.
I'm gonna catch an Uber because I know I'm gonna be fucked up.
Well, yeah, I'll probably
catch an Uber. I'm gonna have grandkids.
I don't like to drive now.
I don't mind driving. Like, driving is, I like to get away with driving. Like, I like to drive and like go somewhere, like where I live. They got, you know, the little back roads. It's all windy and shit. And I like to do that shit every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Just get on the back road. Open it up. Police, if you watching, don't look for me. But I get on the back road and just, you know what I'm saying, just hit that motherfucker. And that shit, like, it be fun, man. It's I don't know, it's relieve stress. For me, it relieves stress. You know what I'm saying? Just doing that shit like that. Of course, it might be one motherfucker that's out there that's, you out here speeding on back roads. You one of the bad drivers too. But I've been doing this for years. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like,
I'm not make it right.
No, it don't make it right. But it's not like I'm speeding and I'm fucking up traffic and causing accidents and shit like that. Like, I know not to try and cut somebody off or, you know, no wild shit. But like, if I'm driving just regular city going to and from work, I'm chilling, man. I do the speed limit, you know what I'm saying? I let people get in front of me and shit like that. Like,
I just say be careful.
As
long as you being careful and being courteous of others.
But once I'm old, I can't do that shit. So that's why old people, yeah, man, you can't drive down certain streets because you old. If you over 55, this ain't the street for you. You got to take your ass the long, safe way. Don't come down this jump, cause you gonna come down this.
They just need their own lane.
But then I mean, you got to let them cross all the way over into their lane and let them
nah,
cross
their lane
all
is
the
the
way
lane
back.
here.
The first
they
lane,
shouldn't be getting over in the other lane.
They shouldn't be getting on the
They
highway.
got the first lane everywhere. Everywhere, the first lane is the old people lane. Everywhere.
If English wasn't your first language, and you know,
no,
because
we're not gonna do this.
Why?
We're not gonna do that.
Why? Okay, we not. I am. You don't got to do it. I don't mind. This is the thing. I don't mind doing it. My mother and father is foreigners. They come from a whole nother time zone, demographic, country. They had green cards. Like, yeah, they was like official wetbacks. They was in there.
Well, you are Panamanian.
That's right, yeah.
Okay,
And so I don't mind.
I guess you can.
So I can do it. I can talk about all foreigners. It'd be like, oh, you can't talk about Asian people. Yes, I can, because you a foreigner just like they is. I was born and raised here. You know what I'm saying? I was born in the city, raised in Maryland for real. I stayed DC for a little while. I raised in Maryland. So yes, I can talk about being from here. Yes, I can talk about being a foreigner because I was raised in that culture. So I understand it. I know what they do. I know how they get down. One thing I do understand, a lot of foreigners, and I ain't gonna say in what areas of the United States that most of them are in. Most of y'all know where they are. So in those states and in those cities, they are some really fucked up drivers. They are. It is what it is. They don't know what the fuck they doing for real. They just know gas mean go and brake mean stop. Red light, stop. Green light, go. I get on the highway. I want to take off over there and fly. And that's it. And it's like, bruh, it's a lot more to it than that, motherfucker. You got the like the taxi drivers. Them niggas drive like if your car ain't red, they don't see you. And I'm like, yeah,
that's
you
true.
They
don't even see red cars.
Yeah, because they cut each other off. I'm like, man, look.
Yeah.
When I'm in the van,
and you know who also is very selfish with the road?
Women.
No. Oh. Bike riders.
Oh, they shouldn't even be on it. They need to get tickets. Don't be on the street. Get the fuck
Bike
off the street.
riders are the worst.
If you ride a bike, get off the street. Get off the street. You on a bike, bro. You on a bike. And we ain't talking about motorcycles. You on a bike. You doing this to get down where you want to get to.
First of all, they supposed to obey all traffic laws.
And they gave them a lane.
And they got a lane, right?
They got a bike highway to go around the city. Y'all
whole lane.
Y'all niggas crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. Fuck bike riders. Oh, fuck with it. But yeah, women,
I love you. I don't want you to get hurt.
If you get hurt, you get hurt. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Nah, I don't want nobody to get hurt.
I mean,
that's for real. I don't want nobody to get hurt.
You don't want to see people. It's
I just want everybody to do the right thing so we all live in harmony.
That right there, that's utopia, bro. That'll never happen. That'll never. I asked my boss about
but
that.
You can work for that.
You as an individual can work towards it.
Right, and if I'm one individual doing it, and
you would hope that would inspire another individual,
and it may,
who may inspire another individual, and then this group of
will
individuals now inspire another group.
All I need to do is touch one.
But then you get that one motherfucker in the mix that fucks it up for everybody, and then when he fuck up, somebody else be like,
"See, you already thinking negative
because you know that it's coming."
Nah, you
hope for the best, expect the worst.
You can't. You already.